So drones are coming to War Thunder. That is the topic of today's Talking Head video. Now, please keep in mind, everything I will be talking about is only based off what has been released by Gaijin, as well as my own honest opinions and expectations of this new feature that is coming in the next major update. Now, I won't have a definite opinion on this until I get to play with them in the upcoming dev server, which should, I believe, don't say this is true, okay? I'm just speculating here. It should come out maybe sometime this week or this coming weekend, who knows. So let's continue. Drones have been a fairly quiet topic ever since Gaijin brought out the idea of it during one of the April Fool's event. I believe it was during 2021 as opposed to this year's April Fool's event, which means that this has been in development for quite some time now. Now, April Fool's events generally give us an insight of what Gaijin is really wanting to implement in the very near future. We already have APS systems in the game, which was already showcased during the same April Fool's event. We have, I believe Silent Thunder was bringing out radar systems into the game. We had Modern Thunder back in, I believe, 2017 or 2018 it was, that brought about modern vehicles that we have surpassed even today. So it's safe to say any bit of the April Fool's event should be not really taken with a grain of salt because it showcases what they want to bring into the game. And now we have drones, or at least upcoming drones, or UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, however you want to go ahead and describe it. I understand that drones is a very politicized term that has been, well, politicized, I believe, since the mid or late 2000s. So, with all that being said, I want to give you guys my honest opinion about what I think about drones in War Thunder. And I believe it's going to cause some bit of instability in the game itself. It's something, again, that I've been fearing for quite some time now, because what this is going to do is this is going to enhance almost every player in the upper BRs to bring out a UAV or otherwise an armed drone. Now, keep in mind that when it comes to top tier, battle rating 11.0 to 11.3, this isn't necessarily a big issue. We have all the necessary tools to deal with that. We have aircraft that fire Mavericks, fire and forget missiles, helicopters with proxy missiles such as Vickr. We also have the ITO, the ASRAD. We have the ADATs, the 2S6, and all these other vehicles that can easily deal with such vehicles at beyond 8 kilometers, where these vehicles will usually play around at. Now, that's not the big problem I have with such a system in the game itself. No, my biggest problem is tier 6. Now, if you didn't know, there are some battle rating 8.0 vehicles that are light tanks sitting at tier 6. So what that inherently means is that around 7.0, you can expect to find these drones, either armed or otherwise unarmed, to be above you at any given time. And if they play the way Gaijin wants them to play, imagine having, at battle rating 7.0, an aircraft at 8 kilometers up, or 7 kilometers wherever, scouting you or destroying you with Hellfires at battle rating 7.0. That is my biggest gripe I have about this, because there is no platform around that BR that can deal with it safely from the ground. I mean, the Gepard can't deal with it. The Shoka most certainly cannot deal with that. The ZSU-37-2, the AMX, DCA, etc., they most certainly cannot deal with such an aircraft at such distances. So that means you will have some players loitering around the environment. Now, the biggest, I guess, positive that comes out of this is the fact that if you destroy the vehicle that is utilizing that drone, the drone becomes inoperable. The player loses access to that vehicle. So basically how it goes in arcade, where if you lose your vehicle, that's kind of it right there, right? But instead, if you lose your vehicle on the ground, you lose access to the UAV. So that is the biggest, I guess, balancing point to that. But let's be honest here. Who isn't going to sit in their light tank and scout and just get all the points that they want and then immediately jump into the drone and just continue scouting? Do you guys play Battlefield 2042? Or have you ever played 2042? If you ever play one of the classes that allows for the drone, all they would do the entire game is sit and just mark targets. I swear, that's how people got to level 100 plus in a very short amount of time, is they sat there just in their drones scouting people for the rest of their team. I believe that in itself may cause an issue in the game, but the biggest one is the armed ones. You don't have any platform around that BR that can deal with those. Sure, you got the Sturm. Yeah, you've got the BMP-2M that can maybe deal with it for the most part. But then again, you start going to the upper areas where you're going to be having SAM systems. You're going to be having the roll-in missiles. You're going to be having the Stern missiles again, the BMP-2's missiles, etc. So it has an easy-ish way to kind of deal with those. But when it comes to just the base gameplay itself, man, that is my biggest gripe, is the 7.0 BR, where that is going to be kind of a game-breaking environment, I would say. Or excuse me, a game-breaking feature. But let's go ahead and talk about some of the positives this is going to bring into the game. Now, one of the biggest things I can see right off the bat is you're not going to be able to camp anymore. That's right. You're going to be having a UAV right above you, which means that you're going to be scouted for the entire enemy team to see you. That's one of the biggest things I deeply enjoy. However, or I'm going to enjoy, excuse me. However, it does bring in the other sort of positive, I guess. One that I am very reluctant to kind of admit is that this is going to allow you to destroy those said campers. That's right. If there is a CV9120 sitting at 2.5 kilometers in a hold down position with his amazing sights, guess what? You get to bring out your armed vehicle, your armed UAV, and hit him. Destroy him with a Hellfire. He won't ever see that coming. I almost promise you. And it makes it so that you have a very disposable object in the game. So you're allowed to not only not bring Kaz into the game itself, but you're allowed to play with a drone that allows you to play as one, scout the field, and even destroy targets as necessary. Now, how we're going to go ahead about rearming these is really yet to remain to be seen. Maybe it's a one-off where if once you use the ordnance, that is it. You have to rearm it either at the airfield or you have to J out of the vehicle, go back to your primary, and then just rearm it at a cap point. Who knows, right? I feel like that would be probably the best possible way to balance that. But hey, I'm only a YouTuber sitting at a little under 50,000 subscribers, which means that Gaijin is probably not going to even watch this video and listen to me. Who knows? Besides, I just make content. Okay, I just make videos for fun. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys when it comes to drones. Let me know. Please keep things civil in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about this. Is this a needed feature? Has anyone been talking about this? Have you guys been wanting this feature? Feel free to let me know, and I will throw in my 2 cents as best as I can. And again, guys, please, I know this is a hot topic. Please keep things very civil, okay? I read the comments, and I enjoy reading them, and I enjoy booting those who have, I wouldn't say crap opinions, but ones who are just not constructive in any slight or extent. So, anyways, guys, as always, thank you so much for checking this out. As always, let me know what you guys think about everything about this video itself, and I will have some base content coming out very soon. I did work on AMX 40. I just got to edit that, but for the most part, I will save that until, I would say, another day or so as we keep things pretty linear for the most part. And also, I have canned the streams for the next week. If you guys want to go ahead and check that out, you can once we return right to them this coming Monday or this weekend during the dev server stuff, assuming there is a dev server. Cool. Awesome. Anyways, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you not only in the next video or even the streams, but in War Thunder itself. Until next time.